She said, she goes, what the hell did you do to your face? I said, what are you talking about? It's because I couldn't see.
All right, we're here from Water Curiosities. You guys want to get together so I can get you both in? Or maybe I could turn you sideways. You know, we got two big uns up here. Okay, anyway, seriously now, this video is we're basically going to talk about, let me see if we can do it like this. I'm going to sit back. Here we go. Everybody keep your flaps and nips in check because... All right, what we're here to discuss today is Steve, who went through a transformation. And when anybody comes to me and says, I have the power to do any type of transformation, or I'm this creature, or I'm that, before they can work for me or do anything for my customers, they have to test on an employee of Haunted Curiosities. Now, some of you know I've been tossing around for the last year about having a transformation, more so in the last few months, and have decided to go with a certain transformation from Nymphadora. But when Steve came to me telling me about his transformation and what happened to him, I thought maybe, you know, had he turned to drugs? You know, no, seriously. No, I'm just kidding.
No drugs.
But actually, I saw firsthand for myself some of the things that he was able to do through simple things. And I said, well, Steve, if you want to do it, you're more than welcome to come back to work for me, because I always wanted Steve to come back to work for me anyway. We never had a falling out. It was never that. It was strictly health insurance.
Yeah.
I couldn't provide health insurance for Steve with the high rates in New Jersey or in the high rates in Pennsylvania, even with putting 15 other employees on the payroll on health insurance. Even under this stupid Obamacare crap, I could not afford it. It was going to run me $15,000 a month.
That's nuts.
And at $15,000 a month, my employees were not even going to get anything worthwhile. So he went to work at Walmart. Plus, he didn't want to deal with the paranormal anymore because we had a situation with a girl. And the girl that's going to watch this video, I think she'll watch it. I'll let her know. She'll know why. We have video that we would never release to anyone about an exorcism that we performed. And if you guys think you've seen things on horror shows and movies and TV...
Nothing like that.
Nothing like what this girl experienced. And I'm going to give her first name out. No, I'm not, because she might go by that on the forum. But we did an exorcism on her in Cape May, New Jersey. And the demon ended up going into my body. And my body contorted in ways that is an impossibility. The things that came out of my mouth are things that I will never show any. And I do have the video. I have like 3 hours worth of video. Lindy's seen part of it. And she couldn't finish watching it.
Mm-mm.
She couldn't. How many minutes did you see of it? 10 minutes, if that?
If that.
And she's like, I can't watch anymore.
Very explicit.
Yeah, it made the exorcism look like watching children in a playground.
It's horrific.
Yeah, it was horrific. And the demon went into my body because the people that were performing the exorcism, and one was Steve, had to lure it out of this girl because it wasn't willing to move. And she wanted a transformation done, which we could not do until we got the demon out of her body. So anyway, there's that. But, so when Steve came back to me, I said, what I need you to do is you're going to have to find somebody in the company who's willing to go through this transformation. And that's Lindsay.
My buddy.
There she is. Now, with Lindy, with the type of transformation that Steve can do, and we're going to do another video on it where he's going to tell you a story. But with the type of transformation Steve can do, you actually pick what it is you want. It can be 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, 5, 6. It could be a combination. If you said I wanted to be a vampire, like whatever, you can do that. If you say I want to be immortal and I want to be like a Rockefeller, I want to totally change my life. If you said I wanted to heal people and be the best medium in the world and be famous for it, and also I wanted to do blah 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 and be immortal, you can do that.
Absolutely.
So we're now going to focus and ask Lindy. Lindy volunteered herself to go through the transformation. And she picked 3 or 4 things. Now, Lindy, what did you pick that you wanted to do?
Well, I gave it serious thought. And on one of the things, well, they're all personal to me. On one of them, I wanted to do healing, like especially for people with emotional problems, drug addiction, alcoholism, things that are, personal and important to me, because I feel a lot of these people in life are characterized as weak individuals. They're labeled as criminals, especially if they have too many DUIs. And I think society in general is not giving these people a fair shake. A lot of times they need treatment. They need help. And it is a problem. Addiction is a problem. And instead of helping them, they're treating them like criminals. And they're putting them in a criminal system. I mean, for instance, an alcoholic is not a rapist. An alcoholic is not a murderer. These are just people that have medical problems.
Okay.
And they're, so I wanted to help those kind of people. And a lot of it goes back to early childhood. There's things that are genetics in their family that contribute to this kind of, problem. And so I wanted to help those people.
But you also want to do healing for something else.
I want to heal people,
No, but animals. That was another thing you wanted to do.
Oh, yes. I can heal animals to a certain point. The best way, once they go past a 50% point of survival, then I cannot.
Okay.
And
that's something you picked yourself, correct?
Right,
Because you
right.
felt it was their time, or maybe
they were hit by a car, okay, and they were so severely damaged that there's nothing you can really do for them except mercifully put them out of their misery.
okay.
But there is, I call it the halfway point. There's a 50% point to, if they didn't get to that halfway point of not coming back, I can heal them.
And there's something else you wanted to, or you had two other things you want to do. What was the other thing? The other two things. It's okay.
It's okay.
Because you know what? I mean, let me tell you something, Lenny. When we get people that want these transformations, some of the things that they say are so off the wall that we have to turn them down. So what you say is not going to shock anybody
A lot of
watching
people
this.
might not understand this.
Well, then you explain it to them.
I want to destroy people. Certain people.
And what did you think of this, Steve, when she said that?
There's always a balance between good and evil. I'm not saying that evil or anything, but there always has to be somebody that's going to destroy the evil. It's not always pleasant, but to keep a balance.
But no, when you first heard it, when she said, I want to destroy people, what went through your mind?
Oh, I was apprehensive.
Because you didn't know why.
Because I didn't know why, because I didn't know if it was an emotional thing. I didn't know if it was just, there's a lot of factors that go into
But
it.
yet you were willing to listen because you've known her for 10 years.
For a long time.
So what were your
I
reasons?
thought there was probably a rational reason why you would want to destroy people. I mean, you're not the type of person to just come up and say, hey, Steve, I want to destroy people.
Yeah, no,
So
not.
what was your reasoning?
Well,
Actually, let me cut it there. We're going to bring on part 2 so that we don't interrupt at a very profound moment. Hold on.